see the finals, to see we only want to see the finals. The people that are here. Oh, Radicate. Ugo was missing this one, but he ended up getting it somewhere else. But a very cute card in the back. Kangaskhan. Oh, hell yeah. Very good. Hey guys, Georgiasaur here. Welcome back to another video. You guys know what time it is. We still have our Jesse and James here, so you know what that means. We got some more Destined Rivals ETBs, but you know the video ain't real if we don't got other stuff. So you can see our Latios there. We got some Surging Sparks ETBs. We got 4v4, so a total of 36 packs. We're gonna open up what is in these boys. We're still missing some of Destined Rivals, so let's go ahead and see what we get. So we're going to start off with Surging Sparks. We've done a lot of Surging Sparks, so you guys are going to be just going through this real quick. Today we have an audience, so if you guys hear sounds, don't worry about it. That's the people that we got observing, so there's no issues there. But since we've done a lot of Surge, starting off with one already starting off. We got Scovillian, our full art's going to go on the Surging Sparks. So, yeah, again, like I said, we're going to have people observing here where we got some audience watching, so there's not an issue there. I forgot the code. So there's our code, and we're just going to go straight to that, and we're going to go to the back of these three. Going to see that we got our Cetadil, our Coridon, and our Gastrodon. So, again, we're just going to fly through these. You guys know how it is. We're trying to see the comparison with the ETBs. There's our code. And we're just gonna go through the back of these. We only want to see the finals to see. We only want to see the finals to see how we can get anything good, worthwhile. Our Titan, first illustration rare, going on our Silver Throne, and our Skyla right there in the background. So she's our referee here. We're just gonna keep going through these, no problem. A lot of stuff to go through. Check with Destined Rivals. We have a lot of Destined Rivals already by the time you're watching this on the channel, but there's a lot of stuff to still go through, compare them. We've compared them a lot, but we can still see if anything. Surging Sparks have been going up a lot at this point too, so people want that Pikachu, the big boy Pikachu. So there's a lot of stuff to try and get here. We got our Durant. The Durant just goes to the back with our Mario and Luigi there in the background, and we're just gonna keep going through these because first ETB almost done, and then we're gonna go to our first of Destined Rivals, see who takes that round and what's gonna end up being versus each other. 3 hits with this box already, so that means we're not having a bad box. But if we're going to Journey Together and some of the newer ETBs give to us, they do end up just giving that 3%, that 30% ratio. So 3 hits, 33%. But we still have 2 more packs. This is our second to last. So let's see how that bad boy turns out. Got our Magnezone, Gastrodon, and Iron Crown. And our last pack of the first ETB. See if there's anything that ends up coming up with this last one to make that round even more interesting. Sandygast. Oh, hell yeah! Freaking illustration rare. Not illustration, our secret illustration rare. But like Ugo says, this just looks like a full art because it kind of has that same presentation, but still already first ETB starting off strong. Okay, so first box for our ETB of Surging Sparks. Destined Rivals has a lot to go for. It needs to be a secret illustration, an EX, and a full art. That's a lot of cards to go against with just a regular ETB. And again, Destined Rivals, after Journey Together, Destined Rivals, and that stuff that's next after it, there are chances where the ETBs have becoming less and less of higher possibilities of more hits. So that means these maybe don't have as much in there. We do have our Mabostiff, our EX Mabostiff, which just goes down there. No throne for him, but we're just gonna keep checking out to see how that goes for this one, because first pack didn't give us a hit, but it did mean we have our EX already down. Again, we're just gonna try and compare, because these ETBs are always interesting in the sense because they give you all the promo stuff, but you guys saw, like, we did get some really good stuff from there. Not the biggest special illustration, but a special illustration nonetheless. Meaning these ETBs can be loaded, but they can also be very weak in that sense. Sometimes you get 2 hits. So there's very unlucky people that get 1 hit. So there's all that kind of luck here in this type of thing. Got our Morgram, the Bottle Bot, and that boy, and our 4 down already. The ETB's almost done. At this point, you guys know that's why we do the quick sense, because that means we fly through these. The people that are here. Oh, Radicate. Ugo was missing this one, but he ended up getting it somewhere else. But a very cute card nonetheless, and it's going to be our first Throne card. So 2 hits there. Very good with that one. Our very nice entitled Team Rocket's Radicate. You can see that there's a Rattata right there too, if you guys haven't seen that. But obviously it's a rat, so they're just everywhere doing rat things. Reggie Rock EX. So that it's probably meaning that this box is not going to be very good in comparison to our Surging Spox box. So I'm just gonna, we don't give a pope anyways, but again, we're comparing both of the ETBs and they're all here for us anyways, so not a big change there in that sense, but still just getting something worthwhile there with Radicate. Depends on your luck with these ETBs. We did get that one at least, so nothing bad to go and whine about there. And our last pack with Cynthia's Spiritomb, Tauros, Gorobis. So yeah, Surging Sparks takes it. Second ETB, Surging Sparks. See if it's as good as our ETB from the first one, because that means we're gonna get another illustration rare. And again, there's a lot of here from Surging Sparks that is very good. There's a lot of nice looking cards that we wouldn't be upset at. So another illustration rare, another special illustration rare. I ain't gonna whine about, but there's our cards and our code, our Flit Lil Mankey and Chien Pao to start us off. And I don't think I even mentioned, but we got our Crobat here since our Destined Rivals is there. Got our Crobat to call out Crobat because we don't have Crobat right now. So if we get that SIR of Crobat, that's gonna be a good one. Got a couple of those missing still from Destined, so it's another reason why we are still doing more of Destined, because we still don't have the master set. Okay, there's our code and our 3 already from these bad boys. Yamask, Crocolore, and our first one's Black Kyurem. So already almost halfway through, and our first one is an EX hit. Black Kyurem. I think they would have gotten a cool card of Kyurem here, but maybe they only did this because they knew Black and White was coming. Well, obviously they knew Black and White was coming, so maybe they just brought Kyurem out and be like, hey guys, this guy's still important. He's still a Pokemon, so make sure to keep your lookout for him. I'm guessing that's probably what it was at that point, because in the end, he really didn't even have anything to do with Surging Sparks. They just brought him out, apparently, but we don't got to worry about it that much. Another Black Kyurem. Again, another Black Kyurem. Because this does happen. We've talked about batching a lot. Same ETB, same EX. Should not happen, but hey, it does end up happening to us. We've had a lot of proof to show for it, so can't really say anything about that at this point anymore. Our Iron Crown and Eternatus. 2 more packs. And imagine only Black Kyurem being the only hit. That'd be a funny ass clip there. But got our code and our 3 with Magnemite, Surfer Dude, and Toga Kiss. And the last pack, let's see if we can get magic on this last pack. If not, them's the breaks. It's a gamble always, we know. Can't really do anything about that. But we got our Oranguru, Jasmine's Gazing, hey, full art, slacking is fine. 3 hits again, like we were saying earlier too. 3 hits here for that as well. 2 EXs, the same EX, and a slacking. Yeah, so now we're gonna go to our Destined Rivals second round, and this second round is way more winnable for Destined Rivals because we did get 2 EXs and a full art. So as long as we get something worthwhile in here in this one, this will be the second ETB for Destined Rivals. But again, we never know. We could get a same as but ETB for Destined Rivals as well. So we don't know what it's going to turn out as. Our Spit Ops there for our Team Rocket. So it's again that type of comparison where we do compare to see how these turn out, but we don't know what kind of stuff is going to come out in them. Because we could want a bunch of the SRs or SIRs. We got our EX here with Steven's Metagross, but this is the same Metagross that comes out in the deck. So if you're looking for Metagross, just buy the deck box, because you'll at least get also that Beldum illustration rare. That's pretty cool, in my opinion. Fomantis, Clamperl, Wobbuffet. And here, this is what happens. The shine doesn't mean anything. El brillo no sirve de nada. There's our code. Shine doesn't mean anything anymore. You can always have just a regular holo in the back. Kangaskhan. Oh, hell yeah. Very good. A great one. We have this one, but it's a great one nonetheless. Ethan's Typhlosion. Bomb-ass card right there. Good one to put in comparison to the Thrones. But that's how we're just going to keep it going. That's our second hit. So this box already beat out. Even if we don't get another hit, it wins. But we're going to see nonetheless if there's anything else that comes out. We got 3 more packs. So there could be something else in here. So there's our code for y'all. Hopefully you guys are taking advantage of these codes, because I know some people are. And they go fast. So make sure. Oh, hell yeah. A secret illustration rare again, and we've pulled her too, so that's another one. A complete different box from here. Basically our Surging Sparks box showing up here. If we get one more hit, that's gonna be basically the same thing that ended up happening. If it's a full art, then it is exactly the same as our Surging Sparks ETB. So just need a full art and it'll be the exact same thing, guys. But there's our code. There's our 3. Team Murkrow, Articuno, and a Crobat. Not bad. Again, Team Rocket's Crobat. Good for those Team Rocket decks. And our last pack. That's 4 hits already. Beats out the Surging Sparks ETB, no problem. But let's see. We could always get a crazy ETB with an extra hit. It has happened, so let's see. Our Blaziken, Flaffy, and Nidoking. Hell yeah. That's an awesome ETB. That's 5 hits. It came with our full art, secret illustration, and 2 X's. Better than the first ETB of Surging Sparks. Well, there we go. So, 1v1, even though we did get a way better ETB here, that doesn't bring it ahead of anything, because we're comparing rounds, not amounts, not hits. So we're just going to keep it going from there and see how it turns out. But that's a great thing to happen. In our ETBs, we got at least 1 special illustration rare from each. So it's always great to see, because sometimes we've opened these bad boys and we get nothing from them. But again, like we say, not the best special illustrations, but still special illustrations nonetheless. So very good stuff there. Our 3 and already 3 packs down for our Surging Sparks. We Ceruledge. So our Ceruledge EX. Prefer to get these EXs over regular EXs, even though still just an EX. But the little rainbow makes it look nice. Which the rainbow border, if we see, we know it's going to be something very nice as well there. But let's see if we get any luck here with a big man Pikachu. Which if we do, Palosan full art. Again, these full arts. And speaking of the rainbow border, we were just talking about it. Stuff ends up happening. But it's a rainbow border nonetheless. But if we prefer to see the rainbow border on those big cards. But there's our 3 here with our Rotom. Pampi, very cute Pampi. Love the boy. I'm not going to take down our Archlodon for now. Maybe when we see another illustration rare, because he's been there from the first one. But this is our 3rd ETB, so if we see something else worthwhile, I'll probably switch him out. There's our code. And our 3. Morlul, Flapple, and Zarude. Doesn't have an evolution again from that guy, but he already looks like he's fully evolved. So maybe they turn him into a gorilla in a future type of thing where we see all 3 or 2 or whatever types of evolutions. Volcarona and Tapu Koko. Again, that's a legendary, so wouldn't really see that happening. But there's different types of that Pokemon. Remember, if it was in... I don't remember which one. It was the one when you were on the beach, the Hawaii version. But there's our Togekiss and our last pack, which, if that's it, nothing's going to be bad. Last pack magic, because that means we got 3 hits. But let's see if we can get one more hit out of this boy. With Spiel, Pasho Berry, and not just 3. But still, illustration, full art, and EX. So better than the one with just 2 EXs. Very good. So number 3, Destined Rivals. Got 3 hits to beat, and 1 of each kind, just missing our alt kind. But an illustration, a full art, and an EX already right there with the EX. So let's see. It's already starting nice. Our Electrive EX. We got that full art. It's going to be a nice one for my buddy here to see as well, because he collects full arts. So let's see if any full arts that he needs come out at this point. But
pray for me.
Pray for him. Yeah, there we go. There's our 3. Buizel and Crustle falling down. But do you still need all of them?
No, just Electrivire and the Nidoking.
Oh, okay. So their Nidoking came out. The Nidoking came out.
Oh,
so
that's right.
That's right. So you got the Nidoking. Now we just need an Electrive. Let's see if that bad boy can come out so he can finish the full art collection. He's doing it like I did, but I did it with Sword and Shield, but he's doing it Scarlet and Violet. So good luck to him when that, at least he's following as the sets come out. I did it when all of them were basically almost done, so a little harder to find them all. But especially with Darkness Ablaze. Darkness Ablaze was an asshole in that point, so it was really hard to get all of those. But oh, a cute Shaman. Nice Shaman card. People are going to be using him. A Ho-Oh, so another EX. 2 EXs in this ETB so far. But that doesn't mean we're done, because we still have 4 more packs. We could get a big boy, or we could get maybe something worthwhile for whoever needs it here. But there's our 3. Got our Nidoran, Skarmory, and Zapdos. Which again, that Zapdos card, really loved it. If it would have been a card like our Articuno in Journey Together, but didn't end up happening. Same thing with Moltres, but they didn't end up deciding on. Maybe in the future ones, you can still hope, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
They give a lot of love to Moltres this set.
The Moltres is a lot for Moltres in this set. That alt of Moltres looks very nice, so we're gonna see how it goes there. Nothing again in our last pack. Let's see if we can get some magic in the last pack. Again, just 2 EXs. So if this is a 2 EX box, it'll be a really sad one, but hey, that's them breaks. We don't know how it turns out. But there's our Nidoqueen. Murkrow, very good, nice, Murkrow. Illustration of Murkrow. There's our Ariana right there. Our Ariana Grande from Team Rocket. But, gonna put her in the back. Something else comes out in the last TVs. These guys will be taken down, but this round goes to Surging Sparks. Very good. So our final ETB already, guys. Last ETB, Surging Sparks is winning 2-1. So let's see how this last one goes for Destined, or are we gonna get another big one for Surging? Will it end up being tied with a Milotic starting us off? Very useful, at least playable. So it's a good one to get. There's a big girl Milotic here too. So you never know what kind of chances we might get, guys. Our last ETB, we got a special illustration on both of them. Maybe we could get another one, but it's always that luck. We'll see. It's our last ETB. Those were our first ETBs, basically. So let's see if we can get some nice stuff here at the end. But them's the breaks if we don't. It's always that luck that we have. We don't know what we're going to get. I don't know if you guys are still looking for Surging Sparks codes, but here's they are for you, the lucky of the draw. People get them first. That's how they get taken away. So first come, first serve, guys. That's how it is. And I know that once you cash in a bunch of codes of a certain set, I'm pretty sure they stop working. Oh, it's a nice special illustration again. So Archludon S gonna take it down. But there we go. This boy is bigger than our Archludon too. So there's our price of Archludon, and then here's our price of our Durant. Already have him, so that's very nice for me. I don't have to grab it from Google, so good for me. But let's keep it going. That's a good ETB already. Special illustration and an EX, so nothing to whine about out there. Hopefully our Destined rival. Oh, nice. Full art as well. And it's Alicia. So our Alicia is going right there, obviously. So there we go. Obviously that could have been Alicia too, our special illustration, but a full art is good nonetheless there for her. So let's see if we can get another 4-hit ETB like our first ETB of Surging. Maybe that's what's going to end up happening. We just need an illustration rare, and we have 3 packs left to do it. So maybe it will end up giving it to us. But there's our code, and let's see if we can get that one more, or get a 5-hit box like we did with Destined Rivals. There's our Hydrogen, very good again. So one more hit, and that would be a 5-hit box as well. Already above the amount, but let's see. 2 more. See if that gives us anything good left with Surging. And let's see how Destined Rivals is going to do, because again, last ETB, we're getting some magic with Surging. Let's see if we can get some magic with Destined as well. Last pack. Again, already did more than 3, so if we don't get anything, it's to be expected. But obviously,
come on, Pikachu, it's your turn.
Obviously, we want something like that. But knowing A-Spec's fine. It's another hit. It doesn't really count towards our round, but that's 5 hits again in this ETB. So a 5-hit box. Obviously, this doesn't have A-Spec, so as long as we get 4 hits and they're the same kind of hits, it's gonna be a tie. Very good. So last ETB for Destined, and it's our last round as well. It has some fight to go against because it's an illustration rare, or special illustration rare, sorry. It has a special illustration rare to go against, an EX. Oh, nice. Special, not a special, but it's still illustration rare. And I'm going to take down an Ariana just because she's been there for a long time. And this is Misty. Misty's Lapras, so she'll be there. But again, it's a full art, an alt, and then our 2 EXs. So that special illustration can go against our full art, no problem. But let's see if we can get anything else coming out from these boys. Again, last ETB, so there's our EX. Again, the EXs are easier to fight against for this type of thing. So we'll see how that turns out. But 4 hits is what we need to beat. Because again, that A-Spec ain't going to count towards our Destined Rivals. But there's our 3. Because we don't know, again, what could be coming from these boys. There's our Roserade. Again, that Roserade is right now Ugo's Bane, but we already got that special, the regular illustration of Lapras. I don't think we're going to get another illustration in this box. But again, we never know with ETBs. Let me know down in the comments, guys, so far what kind of hit has been your favorite. We have had a good variety, so let me know which card has been your favorite up to this point. Let's see if we can get anything else here in Destined, because already down to 4 packs. So hopefully these 4 packs are letting us have something at the end. If not, 2-hit ETB ended up happening more with Destined than it did with Surging. Our Wobbuffet and our last 3 packs. So always these last 3 leaving it up to chance. We never know how it's going to turn out for us. And usually when these types of things happen, when they're put against each other, they do end up being kind of a nail biter. Oh, EX again. So the EXs at least are taken out. With our Misty, we take out our full art. If we can get an alt, then it's going to be a tie, but hope ain't high here. But again, last thing that goes is hope. So let's see how this last one turns out for us. Our code, Shroomish, Floatzel, and Typhlosion. Last pack, and the last pack of everything, guys. Let's see if we can get some magic here. If we can get our alt by the end of this, it's going to be the best end we could have. Let's see. Last 3, we got Lipard, Giovanni, and finish off with a 3-1. To close up, guys, we had 15 and 14. Basically 14 here as well because our A spec isn't really going to count. So we're going to go over and review. Maybe you'll see who ends up being the winner nonetheless. But round-wise, Surging had 3 and Destined only had 1. So again, 15 hits, 14 hits. Actually 14, but let's see. We got our A specs, our EXs, I mean. Our Cure, Mabo, Stiff, Electrive, and Durant. Milotic Ho-Oh. And again, some of these are double, like Ho-Oh Ho-Oh, Hydrogen, Cerulege, double Crobats. There's our A spec. And then we go, there's our Slacking and our Metagross. And here we got our Nidoking and Scovillian. And that's where the full arts end. So we got our Palo Sand here. And we got Lycia as well. Here we only got 1 or 2, but let's see. We got our Raticate with our Cetitan, our Murkrow, our Lapras with our Phanpy, our special illustration rare and our illustration rare. I honestly would compare these two because this one's so much cooler. And our last one is our alt and our alt. These two end up taking, let's say, the Gold Crown, being the last and the biggest hits of both. But the win goes to Surging Sparks. It ended up taking 3, had more hits, had 2 alts. So let me know down in the comments, guys, what you thought. Let me know who you thought deserves the win. But that's been the video, guys. I've been Georgiasaur. Go ahead, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Helps with the channel. Go ahead, hit that notification bell so you guys know when we upload, and share the video so other people can come and watch us as well. So that's been it. Have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good night whenever you're watching. Peace out.